McKinnon is phenomenal at running routes. Lateral movement is crazy. He has the quickness. And when you look at it, the whole scope of the offense, we spread the field out. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to be able to just double him. Who are they going to leave open? So whenever he does get the ball, whether it's he's running routes out of the backfield or whether he's running bubble screens or regular screens, he's going to have nothing but open field. So his size doesn't matter in open field.
Are you listening?
Niners!
Damn.
Ron Bo Sports here, representing the Niner Empire organization worldwide. With 49ers football, it just does not end. Fam, I want to thank you for that reason alone. I'm still talking 49er football. I don't care what else is going on. World Cup, baseball, WWE, doesn't matter to me. It's all about the Niners. And wow, this is now, we are in it. That quiet in the football community before the raging storm is coming up a few weeks from now. 6 weeks. 6 weeks, we gotta wait until the guys get back out on the field. It'll be the middle of July. What am I saying? More toward the end of July. Oh, I tell you, you know what? This is a stress-free period for us. Bam, you know what? You should take advantage of this stress-free period because in 6 weeks, we'll start in 6 weeks. 6 weeks from now, from then until February. You notice I said February, I'm not playing. You see, I have bought into those who believe we are on our way to the Super Bowl. Before I wasn't. I was trying to be sensible. You know how I struggle with that each and every year? Now those who say that we're going to the Super Bowl, I'm with you. With you. As Kenny would say, 13-3, cause we got Jimmy G. 13-3, cause we got Jimmy G. Oh, I tell you. So, with that being said, of course, we got to get through the first part of the schedule. I would not have given us the Vikings for the first game for a very storybook ending, but it is what it is. And hey, you know what? Here's the thing about the Vikings. Basically, they're on the same page as we are. I think we have an advantage for that reason. Their offense is getting kicked in with something new. They got a new offensive coordinator over there. They got a new quarterback. They've got some things they got to go through. Who can learn the quickest? Why not us? So the 49ers are ready like crazy for that first game. They'll be all pumped up because they know what they're capable of. And they just blow the Vikings away. Fam, 49ers going to win that game. And from there, it's all the way till game 7 when everybody was, oh my God, here we are. It's week 7. It's time for the Rams. You know what the blessing was in this past mini camp? It was the fact that the defense just spanked. They just spanked the offense for the most part. Jimmy G was still out there dazzling because he is Jimmy G. There were some highlights for the offense, but mainly the defense pretty much dominated. And that's fine. In fact, that's good. And we should expect that out of the defense this year because remember, the defense is not learning anything new. The defense is out there for the first time in 4 years. They're finally able to come in and capitalize what they learned the year before, and they're out there applying it all over Jimmy G and his bunch. Sounds like a band now. Jimmy G and his gang. You know, I think there is a group. Well, never mind. Anyway, Jimmy G is getting beat up by the defense mainly because, as I say, they can come out and do as Robert Saleh says, he predicted for this year already, which I really love talking about. They're ready to move. I don't want to get Trent Balkish. They will be moving violently faster. You know, I really like Robert Saleh, man, because you know what? If I was ever in a position to cast a movie and I needed a voice, I would use Robert Saleh. He's got the most intimidating, scary, and the things he says, and all gas, no brakes. We're talking about violence, and Robert sounds like such a gentleman when he says it. So the defense is up to speed, and this is why I keep telling people, and I've said this a million times, and I keep telling you this, when you write things up on social media, saying, oh, that defense is good. They are! And the reason is basically this. They know what they're doing now. Even Kyle Shanahan says they come out and they prepare themselves for practice. We don't have to tell them a thing. They get into it and they know what they're doing. When you got a defense that already knows what they're doing, they're not having to think, it makes all the difference in the world. And you know what? Don't be surprised this year if for the first 2 or 3 games, the defense is what carries the 49ers. I'm just saying 2 or 3 games. The Vikings have no idea what's coming as far as the defense. They think they know what they... The Vikings, I can't imagine what they're thinking. I'm not even going to try to speculate on that area. But the 49ers defense will be ready, and that's a blessing. Why? Because what they've done now is Jimmy G, and you know everybody taking a vacation, right? Jimmy G, who last year memorized plays, did a great job, and went out there and beat up a bunch of teams by just memorizing plays, has now turned to really learning what the playbook is all about. Why this will do this, why this will have this effect on this, why this will cause this. And it takes a process. It's going to take a minute. But Jimmy G says this, hey, you know what? This is home. I may go back to Chicago. I got to see my family, say hi to everybody, hello, and go out and have a little deep dish pizza. Go out and watch maybe a Cubs game or something like that. But after that, I am back in San Francisco working out with my guys. So I was going to tell Jimmy G, when Jimmy G comes back and says, hey guys, we got some work to do. What we just saw in minicamp, we don't want that to continue. Let's get out here. Let's get some throws. Let's go through some things we got wrong. Let's get busy. And who on the team's going to tell Jimmy G, Jimmy, man, I got to rest, man. I'm sorry. I can't make it. Ain't nobody going to do that. This is Jimmy G they're talking to. If he's dedicated, everybody else better be dedicated. They'll be joining Jimmy G. I am concerned, though, Marquise Goodwin and I understand Trent Taylor are nursing injuries. Of course, they'll be ready in 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So they won't be able to join Jimmy G most likely out while he's doing the practice. But he's still got Kendrick. He's got Pettis. And this is why, when I think about the red zone situation, we got Garcon is one of our best route runners. But you know what? Honestly, there's something strange about the way Kendrick Bourne and Pettis can get open. Could that be our future red zone dudes? Because they may not be in all game long all the time. So what do you, to my way of thinking, I'm thinking, you know what? When you get in the red zone, forget about the big guys. Keep Kittle. Kittle be on the field as well as Garrett Stellick. Because red zone time is Stellick time. But if I got Kendrick Bourne, and if I got Dante Pettis, 2 of the best route runners on the team, now I got jobs for them. We get in the red zone, it ain't gonna be that easy to prepare for those 2 guys. Because people don't know them that well. Boom! They run them route. Jimmy's gonna find one because you know how quickly he processes. I got the red zone already figured out already. Look at that. Look at that. So that's what I'm saying. Defense is already ready, and they're gonna get only better and better and faster and faster. The offense knows what they gotta do. Jimmy says, I'm not going home for no vacation. We're gonna take this next 6 weeks and get better. And the guys on the team, they want to get better with him. And I'm saying, yo, my gosh, yes. I ain't worried about it. I refuse to worry about that any further. What I'd rather talk about is who we gonna keep. Oh, the depth on this team. Oh, I love it. Every position, especially the cornerbacks and the wide receivers. Count them down with me. Garcon, Goodwin, Taylor, Bourne. Wait, did I miss one? Garcon, Goodwin, Bourne. Oh, I left Taylor out. Taylor, Bourne, Pettis, that's 5. Who's going to be number 6? I've been thinking about this the whole time. So now, and on the defensive side, listen, we don't talk about that often, right? You already know Richard Sherman. It's going to be Sherman. Of course, it's going to be Spoon. It's going to be K1. Now you got that, you know those guys are going to be there, right? So you got Tavarius Moore got drafted very high. He's in. That's 4. Tyvis Powell is looking awfully good. We're already at 5. I got a feeling Tyvis Powell, who I talked about very badly last year, is going to make this team. Who's number 6? Bingo! McFadden. Now there's some other guys out there, but I got a feeling that's going to be your 6. Right there. And can you see the matchup in practice? McFadden. And did I get my 6th guy yet? Dunbar is a possibility. Richie James is a possibility. But can you see in practice? Dunbar, because he's an undrafted free agent. Dunbar versus McFadden. The coach is sitting there thinking, whichever one wins this matchup makes this team. Don't you love them scenarios? Wouldn't you be loving to have that problem? There they go. Boom! But I gotta tell you, if I had to put my money on either one right now, McFadden wins that battle. Oh, yes. And he probably wins it real convincing fashion. But you like to keep Dunbar around because, you know, put it this way. Whoever doesn't win goes to the practice squad anyway. So maybe they play him sparingly in the preseason games because don't Pete Carroll come over plucking people away from us. Right? That's the kind of thing I want to worry about. Bam, it's going to be, oh, gosh, good season. Red zone, get out of here with that. We ain't going to have no problem with that. You know what I want to do? Hey, I'm going over to the cam and check out and see what in the 49ers is going on with you. Now, fam, as you know, I don't get tired of talking football. As far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as off-season, and you know this. And Mel is out in New Jersey. Mel don't believe it's off-season time. Mel, am I right in New Jersey?
Nah, you good. I'm out in Jersey.
There you go, man. Mel, welcome to the program, man. This is a pleasure, man. I talk to Mel on social media all the time and carry on. Now we got it. Right now, we'll go find out some things from Mel right now. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Mel, first of all, let me get you to vow. Do you believe in our new quarterback and savior, Jimmy Jesus?
Listen.
Do you believe that we can?
I believe in Jimmy GQ. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And do you believe that we can win the NFC West?
I think it's already in the bag. I think we got it.
Give me some reasons why you believe then.
Because right now the front runners are who? LA?
Yeah.
And you know, they did well last season. Exactly. I'm shaking my head over here. They did well last season, and they made some key pickups this offseason. But they went with who they think has the physical talent. They're not worried about meshing, and meshing well is 99% of what the sport is. You can have all the talent in the world, but if there's no chemistry there and if there's no brotherhood, that talent doesn't matter. And not only do they not necessarily have the chemistry, they have problem children. They picked up problem children, so it's going to be all good when the Rams are winning and, you know, putting up big numbers. But once that adversity hits, it's a wrap for them.
Mel, you know, I absolutely agree with that. Because when that fighting starts, Mel, we going to be watching and laughing and laughing.
I got T.O.'s number. I'm going to call him, and we both got our popcorn ready for that.
Hey, because you know what? Here's the thing about the Rams. You mentioned something that people aren't paying any attention to. It ain't going to be no instant chemistry with that team. I mean, the defense, we don't even know if Aqib Talib may not even like Marcus Peters. I don't like Marcus Peters. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, let us see before we just decide that that's going to be the all-star defense of the year.
Right,
and you know,
exactly.
And you know who else is mad? Aaron Donald got his money, right? So here come they're calling in Talib, they're paying him Peters, they're getting Ndamukong and Suh. They never took care of Aaron. But wait. What's up with that?
If you speak to the GMs, they talk about stuff like that because whether it's made public or not, players look at what other players are getting. And especially if you're a guy who's been there and who's already put in work and put up numbers for the team, then they bring a whole new guy in who's done nothing for the team yet and then pay him out the wazoo without even revisiting your contract or your value. That's going to cause at the very least some type of internal issue with the individual, even if it doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Even if it doesn't come to the surface immediately, and even if it doesn't come out publicly, that's going to fester. And just what we were talking about a couple minutes ago, when it's going to come to a head is when the adversity comes.
I can't wait for that. By the way, Rams fans be checking this out, man. You know, Raider fans, Rams fans, Mel and I want you to know, we ain't scared of y'all. We're just talking about you, you know? So don't go getting any ideas. Am I right? I mean, you know,
They have to watch what's going on though, because even though the commentators and the media are trying to act like, we're not legitimate contenders, players know what the deal is, and when they look at their schedules and see us, they watch actual film on teams, and they know the game because they play the game, and they have to study strength. They have to study strengths and weaknesses. So they are very familiar with what's going on, and the fans even know that as well. Even if, like I said, the media is playing stupid. Chris Carter saying he doesn't know anybody's name. You got these preseason polls coming out, and we're not ranked up there. We're ranked in the middle of the pack. They're telling us to calm down. We're getting too excited. We're putting the cart before the horse. That's just not the case, though.
Dang, sure ain't. And you mentioned Chris Carter. I was going to Jerick McKinnon, all right? Chris Carter was addressing Jerick McKinnon. But Mel, I don't want to go about what Chris Carter said because I'm tired of Chris. But Jerick McKinnon, our brand new running back, I don't know which school, I'm hearing people saying like, he's too small, we need a big bruising back. See, Carlos Hyde was a big bruising back.
Exactly.
How many games did we win last year?
6.
So you're not only on the train about Jerick McKinnon's too small. What are you expecting out of Jerick? Are you happy with Jerick McKinnon?
I'm absolutely happy with Jerick McKinnon. Here's a guy who, coming out of college, went to a school that a lot of teams were overlooking, which is why he fell down to what he was like the 95th, 96th pick. But he had and that's after he had a crazy combine. He broke he did the most, he had the craziest bench press. So his size means nothing, but so his combine, every aspect of it was impressive. He finished no lower than second in every single category there. And we're talking about Kyle Shanahan's offense. We're not talking about Jim Harbaugh. This isn't 2012, 2013, where it's 2 yards in a cloud of dirt or the read option. We are talking about a league, and the innovator of that league right now in Kyle Shanahan it's in the air, baby. And McKinnon is phenomenal at running routes. Lateral movement is crazy. He has the quickness. And when you look at it, the whole scope of the offense, we spread the field out. So they're not going to be able to just double him. Who are they going to leave open? So whenever he does get the ball, whether he's running routes out of the backfield or whether he's running bubble screens or regular screens, he's going to have nothing but open field. So his size doesn't matter in open field.
Let me inform you. I mean, Mel is a trainer that trains people to be powerful and strong. I bring that up, Mel, for this reason. Also, if you're in the New Jersey area, we'll leave some information. You can hold it, Jerick, if you're looking to create a better physique. But here's the thing. Jerick McKinnon is, what is he, about 5'9", 5'10", somewhere in there? He benched, like you mentioned, 34 reps. Jerick does not go over 205. So you see, This is why when people say, how's he go pass? Mel, can Jerick pass protect with that kind of strength?
Absolutely. Do you remember the play that got them, what was that, playoff win? The last play? Where, who was the receiver for the Vikings that caught that last?
Was that Stephon Diggs?
Against the Saints. I believe so. Yeah, against the Saints. Look who was back there protecting the quarterback. And look at the job he was doing while protecting the quarterback. Because, no, he's not 300 pounds, but he doesn't have to be. He's not that tall. So he has the advantage in leverage. And he's more compact and he's more dense. And because of his power, that's what gives him the advantage back there in pass protection. So, no, he won't be a problem at all. This is the NFL. You're allowed to cut block. You can take guys' legs out. So he ain't going against, Ray Lewis and hitting him in the shoulder pads.
There you go. I'm trying to tell people, man, he's too small. He can't help us back. And what about the goal line? See, here's the thing I like, Mel. It's like Kyle Shanahan answered the question. I'm not sending no running backs unblocked up through there anyway. He said, good answer, Kyle. Why do people keep worrying about the size of the man? Carlos weighed 200-something pounds. And they stopped him at the line too. And it's not about the big, it's about the intelligence of the play. Am I right?
Right. Absolutely right. Hit the nail right on the head.
Oh, I tell you, I can't wait to see Jerick, though. He's got a vendetta. You see, Minnesota would not, they had Martavis out there, and they said, we got Dalvin Cook coming back. Jerick, man, we're sorry, but we got to say goodbye. So when we play that game Monday night, you got Jerick McKinnon coming back to Minnesota. Will he have a point to make?
he got a point to make now. He had a point to make before the free agency opened for this season. When he was asked, he was on, I think, ESPN, or I forget what sports show he was on, but they were asking him, they were saying, you're coming off your greatest season. Do you see your future here at Minnesota? Most players, when they're about to enter free agency and before they enter free agency, they always say, the politically correct answer, this is my home and I love it and I don't want to leave. All they have to do is match the offer. It wasn't any of that. Jarek was, you can tell from that interview, he wasn't, I'm not going to say he wasn't entertaining it, but they asked him if he's coming back and he said, it ain't up to me.
See that?
And he said he's going to exercise his options. So, yeah, he was ready for that.
Tell you, man, I can't wait. And as a matter of fact, Mel, who is your X factor on offense? Because you got to really think about this one. We got a lot going on offense. It doesn't have a name yet, but you and I both know, since we watch the 49ers closely, who's got what to offer. Who are you saying here?
See, it's tough because, the guys were just building the chemistry. Jimmy G's new, and, we haven't seen enough product yet to know who the favorite target is going to be or anything. But we're talking about Kyle Shanahan. So he's not going to dump the ball to any one player 35 times a game. The ball's going to be spread out and everything. So our receivers are definitely capable. I want to see Pierre when he comes back. I want to see if he still has the spring in his step and if he can still get it done. But as far as my X factor, I got to say Juice. And it's not necessarily just because of him and who he is, but just in Kyle Shanahan's offense, that position period is an X factor. He's going to be back in the backfield blocking a lot, but he has the ability, he runs routes like a slot, like a receiver. So if you have a running back that can do that, just like McKinnon, we have a fullback that can do it. So the defenses are going to have to be so worried about what McKinnon's doing and Taylor and Goodwin and Garcon that the Juice could get lost in the mix just as far as game planning for a defense. So they're going to be so focused on what these other guys can do. They're going to kind of let Juice slip through the cracks.
Yep. And maybe because they don't have no choice. Because you mentioned something that's exactly Kyle Shanahan's offense. It's like a Medusa. I mean, its tentacles are going all over the place and doing things and bumping off because it's like he applies a certain kind of analytical geometry or something because he's looking at X. Oh, take this with this way. That's going to create space here. Here comes of all people, Garrett Selleck. Running free. Jimmy has already waited because his mind, he analyzes so quickly. Jimmy's already reading the field and he's seeing where it's not good and where it's just crazy good. I'm telling you, when you start talking about Kyle Shanahan football, man, it makes me crazy, man. Kyle Shanahan's not Kyle Shanahan football. It's Kyle Shanahan science.
Exactly. And it kind of reminds me of an offensive coordinator we had in the 90s, and I remember a Super Bowl for the 94 team. I forget who our quarterback was. It might have been a guy named Steve Young or something.
I think that rings a bell. It rings a bell.
Yeah. then a Jerry Rice and all of those guys. But just offensively, we had an offensive coordinator where you saw what we did to the Chargers in the Super Bowl. All of those points, all of those touchdowns. And our offensive coordinator was upset after the game because he said we should have scored 8 touchdowns. And that's who this that's who this coach reminds me of. And I think they might be related or something because his last name is Shanahan too. So I'm kind of getting flashbacks. Kyle was like his pop, man. Like you said, it's a science. It's a game of chess, really.
Oh, God, it's so much fun to watch, too. Hey, so the defensive X factor, who could that be this year?
Oh, no, none other than Jimmy Ward.
Jimmy Ward,
yep. He's the X factor this year. Because we have certain expectations from a lot of people, but with Ward, we don't know what to expect. We don't even know what position he's going to be lining up at next year.
Got that.
We just know, right, and we just know that with his athleticism and his love for the game, and he plays with reckless abandon, we know that he has to be somewhere on the field. So the reason he's the X factor is because we don't even know where he's going to be, but we know he is going to be. It's just a matter of him staying healthy this season, because you know he's always getting banged up. So I don't know if they're going to be coaching him up. I know he's been working hard with the strength and conditioning, but I don't know if they're going to be coaching him up as far as kind of controlling that fire of his a little more. Because he reminds me of just like Ruben last year, the reason Ruben kept getting injured. These guys put their bodies on the line and they put everything into every single hit. So, and sometimes, you know, they end up hurting themselves a little bit. But if they can, you know, start to control that fire a little bit instead of allowing it to burn everything around, Jimmy Ward is going to be a dangerous guy, because he's going to be able to be utilized in any down and distance, in any role, in any position in the defensive backfield.
Like that.
And that way, that'll help us actually disguise defenses as well. Because when Jimmy's on the field, you're not going to have any clue what's really going on. Okay, is he in here? Is he the nickel, or is he blitzing? Or so I think he's going to be a crazy X factor. The other guys, we pretty much know what we're getting from them. AC, even though he's young, you know, we know we're going to get some special things from him. My boy Kwaski, of course.
And I thought that's who you was going to say. Because Kwaski, you know what, like you say, though, Kwaski's not an X factor. He's a part of what's going to happen to a team, and they know it before they get there and try to deal with what to do with him. Yeah. I got my Kwaski Pro Bowl jersey already on pre-order right now. He's going to be, I believe, top 3 at the very, very lowest. He's going to be a top 5 safety in this league. I think Bleacher Report had him at Kwaski. He ended up at number 3 as far as safeties last season.
And missed half of it.
And so you know, Kwaski, I was laughing because I was looking at the chart every week with stats. Do you know that it took 2 weeks for Kwaski to lose after he left the field? It took 2 weeks for Dante Johnson to catch up with him on tackles. Two more games. So Kwaski was so far out in front of everybody else on the team. God, I thought it was a mistake. I'm reading. No, that's not a mistake. I see the date. Oh my God. Kwaski was so far in front. He was doing more work than everybody. So you know,
absolutely.
if you have Kwaski and Ruben almost caught up with Dante too, because Dante won, but everybody say, yeah, well, Dante won because Dante was getting beat so much he's having to catch up with people grab him. I said, that's cold. But it was true. But the thing is, if you got Foster and that defense, if you got Kwaski and Ruben on the field at the same time, that's a lot of tackles. Ain't nobody getting away.
It is. They're like the, we're the Niner Empire, man. These guys, they're like the Sith Lords or something. Welcome to the dark side with it.
I cannot wait. And Solomon T's going to improve this year. I'm telling you, Mel. Everybody thinks Solomon T. Oh, man, that dude may be we love to call people bust. Right. Man is a bust. I said, you guys, he was a rookie, came into camp late. If you know anything about this game, you know as a rookie coming in the NFL at this level, he can't come in late. So, he ain't coming in late this year. So
Nah, he's in here. And I definitely believe we're going to see all his talent come into fruition.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Tell you what, fam, I'm there. We got to do this again soon. But I'm going to tell you what, we got to have the holler. The game is on the line. The 49ers are just about to score. Boom! There's your boy Juice, the X Factor going to the end zone. Give me that holler, Mal.
Niners! And I got Kwaski's gloves on, too. No, you're laughing. These are his literal gloves. I bought them. He really wore these.
You should have told me that from the beginning. Yeah. Mel, I give you. Let me see. Can we buy those off you?
These are for sale, my brother. My brother, you got to get your own.
Thank you, Mel. I'll talk to you online later. Fam, I've been thinking about the 53, and I know I'm premature on this because hey, you see me blogging up already. The way too soon Rookie of the Year, right? Well, I got to get back to that. I gave you the offensive rookie of the year. Yeah, I got Dante Pettis. Now, defensive, I'll tell you, I'll write that one up a little later. You can check it on the Rodbo Sports app. You should get the Rodbo Sports app anyway by now if you don't have it. Hey. I'm thinking about doing a 53 though, because I can't wait to do it. I know it's way too soon. I'm gonna wait too soon anyway. Because things we're gonna be doing between now and the next 6 weeks. Hey, what did I tell you at the beginning of the program here? Where 49er football never ends. I ain't playing. I'll see you Sunday, 7 p.m. PDT. Count me down. Oh, did I fail to mention? Please, don't forget hit that like, share, and subscribe. All right, count me down.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have
Oh, this you crazy mother.